Hello, this is me. I like to go with Bella. I'm still questioning my gender because I don't know how I feel if I just like, basically if I wore a dress every day, how I'd feel like as a woman, and how I'd feel if I were to, um, just things. I don't know why, I don't know how I feel about Bella. I call myself Bella, like cringe or does it feel okay? But some people don't want to be honest about that stuff because oh yeah, even if your parents say no, you have to say no to them because like that's called you're not you're not you have not had consent with your child to actually have like that what they want to do, and I'm not a child anymore. I'm like a kid, I'm an adult. I can do what I want. I can you know, but as speaking of that, but one thing I'm talking about this one about nudity stuff like that. Sometimes like sometimes when when I see when I think about nudity, I think like someone I see someone naked or something like that, especially in a painting, I want to take my clothes off sometimes. And it's maybe it's because it's porn. It's not porn. It's not porn. No, it's art. But it makes me feel like I just want to feel like I'm in the art where I feel like I'm in the painting. I imagine myself in the painting. So I imagine myself naked, like I'm in a painting. So I kind of like, and I really wish I could draw or paint something, but I feel like an imposter. I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like I'm not good enough to be a painter that actually could draw anatomy really well, skeleton, make the flesh and the skin and everything, black, whatever, no matter what it is, black, white, or whatever. Even a skeleton, I don't know how to make. I don't even know how to make a skeleton, or even a fat person. I don't know how to draw or paint a fat person. I want to draw and paint fat people or skinny people and people anorexic or anorexic. That'd be amazing because not because of course I guess I guess you could say I might be nudist. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know if it's this attraction, but maybe some things when I look at nude stuff, it motivates me to be naked sometimes. But then also I don't know I don't know what motivates me to be naked sometimes. But I know like for sure that if I was naked, I'd be naked anytime I want to, unless someone's over here. So I don't do that. So I only time I'm naked is if I know I have to keep my groins good. So I have to not take a shower to know. Sometimes maybe it's good to be naked because like if I want to take a shower and come back out with not any clothes, I can't focus. One thing about I think autistic people do the same thing I do. Probably if they don't shower a lot, is probably like they take a shower naked and they get out of the shower naked and don't wear anything. Something like switch kind of nerd not neurotypical. It's something like an autistic person would do if they if the kid really can't handle like just putting clothes focus on clothes and putting them on finding clothes to wear. That's gonna be hard for them if you train them to do that. But especially if you get older, if you don't know what clothes you want to wear, especially someone that put the clothes in there, you don't even know if they fit. You don't even know if they can fit at all. You start getting frustrated, and you just I'm gonna do this instead. I'm always like I'm never naked all the time, so I was like, I'm gonna be naked while taking a shower, and I mean, naked while I'm out at the shower. So, but yeah, like one thing, but like I guess it makes sense. Like nudity is kind of like it's not art that something. One thing I like about art, one thing I like about art is like it shows vulnerabilities. Like so, I guess one thing it shows when you look at art, naked art, art that's naked, is that shows that you want to be close, you want to be in that painting close to them in with intimate wear or something. But you have to realize like, hey, you want to be nude and like feel close to their body, maybe or maybe feel the vulnerability around you, but with the people looking at you as a painting, a finished painting. and no one could imagine that because those people don't wouldn't want to do that. No one would have finished making of them naked, you know. But and I wouldn't mind doing it. I guess if unless they're not like being disrespectful in a way where I guess I wouldn't mind doing it. If someone wanted to draw me or paint me naked, I wouldn't mind. But but you know I hope they train me how to paint them naked too. Um, I wouldn't mind. Of course, I wouldn't want to show life a real life picture of me naked. Yeah, I don't. I rather the painting. That'd probably they would just be disrespectful if they saw me naked. Yeah. But I like I just I mean, one thing I think most people like look at nudity like like we're as naturists. So why I think naturists are the way they think is that most of them really they think it's sexual or something like that, but people sexualize their body all the time. They think, oh, it's sex, but it's see someone naked, and that's the thing too. You have to your mind's kind of tricky, putting tricks on you because most people want to put clothes on. So you people when you think of naked, being naked, think sex, and some people think they're lying to you if you're just not wanting sex or something like that. Like nah, that's not always true. People just want to be naked. They don't want to have sex. They just want to be naked. So you can't just say like people want to have sex because they're naked when they're naked. And that's kind of I think we need to gear to that norm that that taboo, make it less taboo to be naked out in public or something. Some people are mentally ill. They need to I feel like they're liberated sometimes. Like this feel like they can escape something. Because sometimes they feel like, oh, I have to get my clothes off, but I can't. Even if I'm mentally ill or something. Yeah, that's all I want to say. This is kind of interesting. I think it's kind of interesting. This is why I think I might try to. I feel like an imposter. I feel like maybe I should draw someone naked. It's helped my mental health because I never had. I feel like I guess it could be like kind of like masturbation. It's a skill to do. It's a skill to draw naked or someone clothed or anyone in general. It's kind of like drawing a house, structure of a house, a skeleton of a house, and think of a drawing. You're drawing a house or building a house. That's what you're doing. The same way with the bird, or I mean, like if you're building a car that drawing a car, think of a woman like drawing a car. You think of them as a car you're trying to draw, and you're gonna have a hard time. Think of the same way you're engineering a car. Think of the engineering of a car the same way as a body, a woman body. That's the same thing. It's really complicated. It's really complicated stuff. The same way as engineering. It's the same way. Think about the way engineering works. You have to think of it. And that's I guess I start noticing that too. That's why I can't do it. I look at them. I get horny sometimes, but I have to realize. I look at a car all the time. I don't get horny, but then also you have to realize, you know, you look at the look at a woman like a car. Because if you don't look at it as a car, you probably don't want to do it.